Wednesday morning's live stroll. We've got a very, very tropical 13 degrees this morning. A little bit of a breeze. I was going to put my shorts on, but I'm actually quite glad I didn't. I think there's going to be plenty of time for that over the weekend, to be honest with you. It is supposed to be really, really hot. It's the night Ibiza in the UK. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That sounds absolutely perfect. Be honest with you. So what's everybody up to today? Is it a normal work day, school day, leisure day? As usual, we will be playing the geography game. I'll mention it when more people come on. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll guess the time. Not the UK, so that's a bit too easy, obviously. So, yeah. So, yesterday was a relatively straightforward day, as straightforward days go, and work-wise. Sat down and watched the football last night. Had both matches on, actually. One on the big telly, one on the iPad. And I feel a little bit sorry for the Tottenham fans. I've got two brothers who are Spurs fans. And obviously it's going to be really, really squeaky bum now. On we've got a cat on this side and another cat up there. And Azra getting herself all hepped up. But she's not trying to get across the road, which is good. Well, it's ignoring you, isn't it, Azra? So just leave it. Come on, go, carry on. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I mean, the closest I've ever been to anything like that with Liverpool is qualification for Champions League on the last day of the season. I was a season ticket holder when we were dealing with relegation a few seasons ago as well, and it was very, very toxic there towards the end of that season. Fortunately, they didn't go down. So I do feel sorry for the Spurs fans, to be fair. And then obviously, in the other game, Man City do what Man City do, but always score. Just a bit too late for them. And obviously Arsenal win the league as well, so to say congratulations to them, because they have been the best team this season. And whether you like or dislike a team, you have to hold your hat, take your hat off, haven't you, to them and say they've done the best. And that draw obviously helped Liverpool as well, because Bournemouth would need to win by a cricket score at the weekend, or Liverpool lose by a cricket score for them not to qualify for the Champions League. And of course, should Aston Villa win tonight in Europe, there'll be another place in the Champions League anyway, so they can still qualify. But yeah, I did cheer quite loudly when Man City scored last night. And Julian said, "Who do you want to score? Who do you want to win?" And I said, "I don't want anyone to win, but I need a draw, really." Anyway, shouldn't be like that, should it? You should be in control of your own fate. The way Liverpool have been this season, in control of nothing. Anyway, moving swiftly on, we are now going to be doing a field stroll this morning. Well, actually, lead on. Azra's on cat watch. There's 3 cats we've seen, one of which she was very close to going to see. Just because I was talking away, I didn't see it. Anyway, she had a good. Go on, go. She had a quick little look, and that was about it, really. Don't forget, we can play the geography game this morning, or we are playing the geography game this morning. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll tell you the time, or guess the time. Obviously not the UK, as I've said before. We're heading over to the field this morning. We'll be over there in about 3 to 5 minutes. And then it's very much countrified for most of the stroll after that. I have got Azra with me, I promise. She's labouring behind. It's one of those mornings where she's Sniffy, sniffy. I don't know if anyone saw any of the shorts yesterday, but although I didn't do a live yesterday, I did a couple of shorts whilst we were out yesterday morning. What a horrible morning it was yesterday. Wind and rain. Um, as I told you, we're always out. So I wanted to just show you, even though we weren't live yesterday, how bad the weather was. It was awful. Got better as the day went on, to be fair. I think we might have a bit of rain today, here and there. Nothing major, I don't think. And as I say, it's supposed to be pretty good from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow's supposed to be sort of early 20s, then high 20s from Friday, at least until Tuesday next week, I believe. So we can have a lovely bank holiday weekend. Don't forget, guys, bank geography game is in full swing. Tell me where you're watching from, but I'll try and guess the time. Not the UK, obviously, as I've said. And don't forget to hit the old subscribe as well. We were out 5 out of 7 mornings a week out on the morning strolls. Azra is the star show. I'll just narrate on her behalf. Thank you for the like. We've got a dog to our right, but we're going to carry on. Azra's already seen it. Come on, Azra, don't worry about it. Lead on. Come on. Go. Well, I don't know what you're like, guys, but I love listening to the bird song in the morning. I used to say this a lot when we were doing the stroll before we had the full light in the mornings. You know, that was very, very nice when you were walking in the morning before we had the light, before the clocks changed, and listening to the early morning bird song. It was lovely. Again, if you've been with me before, you'll sort of know the route we're taking anyway. If you haven't, we'll be in the fields in a couple of minutes. Azra knows where we're going. That's the main thing. Yesterday, as gross as it sounds, she went to the loo 3 times yesterday. Lucky I haven't always had loads of bags after a bad experience I did have once, because that never happens. Twice maybe, but never 3 times. Maybe she had a dodgy carry the night before. Another cat in front. I don't think she's seen that. You can see it just in between the cars there. It's just gone under the car. It is just so mild this morning, guys. It really is. I mean, I'm still wrapped up in what I normally wear, but I could quite easily have worn my shorts this morning. I just couldn't be able to go back upstairs and get some different socks, to be honest with you. Right, go on, Ezra, lead on. Go on. Good girl. Come on, Ezra. This is normally her normal place we go into the loo, guys, so I probably have to pause in a minute, but for now, she's all right. Of course, unless you went in the back garden before we came out, because they were both out there for ages and ages. Now she's about, well, she's probably a wee now. Then. Yeah, very rare that she doesn't go. They say at some stage, guys, we'll have to stop. Anyway, she's leading the way for now. Let's say not too late. Play the geography game. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll try and guess the time. Come on, Azra. Some bunnies over there. Come on, Azra. She's in a funny mood this morning, guys. When I say a funny mood, I mean she's very much sniffy everything, and find myself having to pull rather than let her pull me. No, she doesn't pull me. She's on the lead's quite loose. Shouldn't have to be pulling her. Morning, bunny. Right, go on, lead on, lead on. So this is the first of 4 filtering, guys. Get into the little bit of wooded area that takes us into the second field, which then takes us to the bigger wooded area. No, come on. Come on. It's here we've had all the problems with kids and a bit of vandalism, unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately, when the nights get longer, kids stay out longer, and you're going to get it, unfortunately, when there's not a lot else for them to do. But they should know better, in my opinion. Finally, the bike that's been in here for ages and ages and ages has been taken out. Wait for the next situation. We'll find it further along somewhere. Come on, Azra. Good girl. Too much to sniff this morning, isn't there? I don't know what it is. Too much to sniff. Got a little memorial bench here, not this one, but this one immediately in front. And even the little bleachers have damaged the handle on this. As you can see, one of the arms is gone. I just don't know what's wrong with them to these days, kids, to be honest with you. And I'm not all of them are like that, guys. But unfortunately, minority always spoil it for the majority. And that's always the case in any scenario. God, it makes me sound old, doesn't it? But it is frustrating. You know, we live in a really beautiful area, and you don't want to see it getting ruined by fools. Look, this is what I've had to contend with, guys, all morning. Sniffy. Azra, come on, let's go. Come on. Here she comes. Yesterday was a good morning, guys, as well, for content and stuff like that. I'm now probably, it's not probably, I am 3 weeks ahead with content. And that is a great place to be now, actually, because that does give me scope to do other things for the channel. Obviously, you do go on holiday, you can obviously allow the channel just to do itself, do its own thing. So very, very pleased I'm actually that far ahead now. It took me ages yesterday, sort of preparing it and everything and getting it on the channel and loading it all up. It absolutely took me ages, but it was well worth it. Because it's got me in a fantastic position moving forwards now, actually. So I may moan about it, but it's one day a week. And to be fair, guys, I did a lot of the work whilst I was out with her. And then when I was at work in between customers and jobs yesterday, I was sort of loading them up. So it wasn't as if it consumed loads of my time. Like there was the week before, I think we were really busy at work. And it took me pretty much, well, I started doing it in the morning at home. And then it took me most of my lunch break as well. So I was quite pleased yesterday. Not always going to work like that, but when it does, it works very, very well. Can't really show you too much of a sunrise this morning, guys, because it ain't there. We're a bit overcast this morning. It is coming, the sun, but it's very much behind the clouds. If it does show itself in any sort of glory, I will show you. So that's the end of the big up bit wooded area. We're now moving into the third of 4 fields. I think if the weather is kind, watch out for a special live on Sunday. It will mean I've got to get up early, but not the end of the world. I'm going to go to... It'd be a surprise. I have done it before. I don't know if I've done a live before. I've definitely done a vlog before of my old stomping ground. But it's quite a nice little walk around there. And that was the one thing, as I've always said, whenever I've been talking about it, I don't miss the area at all. I miss the walks though. There's some amazing, amazing walks around there, which hopefully you'll be joining me for on Sunday. I'll probably say that's going to start between 6 and past on Sunday. So if you can't get up live, watch the rerun because it will be worth it. I don't think it can be much later because I've got to get back to do our normal breakfast sort of cafe. Run, which is I have to go pick Mum up at 9 o'clock. So yeah, it'll probably be about half past. Yeah, between 6 and past. I'll probably leave home about 5:30. So half hour to get there. Yeah, so just watch the channel, click the old subscribe, hit the bell. We'll be out and about. Definitely, we'll be out and about all weekend, but Sunday will be the big one. And depending on how I feel, I might do another one on Monday somewhere else, as we've got the weather. If the weather was crap, guys, I wouldn't even be talking about it because it just wouldn't be nice to do. And when you're walking around here on under your own steam, that's bad enough. But if you have to physically get in a car and go somewhere to get soaked, it's not as much fun. Anyway, much to look forward to. You want to have a look at the ducks? Just don't frighten them, Azra. And there's only one. You're not going down there. Come on. You don't know if you were with me. I think it was one of the vlogs, one of the lives at the weekend. Sorry, where the male and female ducks were swimming, minding their own business, and Azra almost went flying into the stream. Frightened the hell out of them. She was a mean doggy that day. Mean Azra, not crazy Azra, mean Azra. You wouldn't think it, would you guys? Butter wouldn't melt normally with this one. Believe you me. You haven't seen her when a dog goes past the house. Christ. She hasn't got a bad bone in her body, I will say that. But when a dog goes past our house, it sounds like she wants to kill him. Whether it's territorial, I just don't know. But I wouldn't want to let her go running out there. And that's the thing, isn't it? I trust her. I've trusted her with all my niece and nephews. But when there's another dog involved, other than Ralph, or any other dog she does know properly from the dog cafe, she's really funny. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. So we have just gone over the first mile mark. So we are now halfway around the stroll. I haven't seen any trains recently over here, have we? It's been bad luck. Come on. Where are we going on Sunday? Oh, talk of the devil, and here's the goods train. I thought I could hear it, which is sort of why I said it. Look at, see the train, Azra? Look at her. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. It's not a long one, really. It's probably only about 15 to 20 carriages. She loves it. Look at it. She's absolutely fascinated by it. Come on, go for a ride on a train one day. Yeah. Come on. I reckon if she was close to the train, she'd be a little bit frightened, guys. That's what I reckon. It's just something new to see, isn't it? She sees the trains very irregularly over here, as I was just pointing to before it actually came across the line. Although I did think I could hear something in the distance, to be fair. This road seems really busy this morning. It's been a steady flow whilst we've been talking. And maybe the barriers, well, I would imagine the barriers are down that end with that goods train about to go through, to be fair. Right, Ezra. Close, 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 close. Good girl. Problem is up here at the minute, guys, is, and I've said this on the local Facebook site as well, is that it's getting quite overgrown and you're really having to crane your neck out, see if there's something coming, which I can hear something's coming. Right, sit. Right, sit. Good girl. Wait. Wait. Right, let's go. Let's go. There was a car coming, just about to go past me, so had to get a little bit of a move on there. Over there, a little bit of agility training this morning. See, not much for a sunrise, guys, as you can see over there. It is coming, but there's not much to show you. So we're now heading sort of back towards the high road. We will go into the fourth field, so sort of divert around the side. I don't know if you've seen how blow it is, these trees, or whether the wind's coming out on the camera. But it's still quite blowy, to be honest. It's not cold, And to be fair, because I couldn't be bothered to go back up and get some different socks, so I didn't put my shorts on. I am quite warm actually, so it's quite nice to have a little bit of a breeze. But I reckon it'll be shorts tomorrow. It'll definitely be shorts all over the weekend. 100%. Go on, Azra, lead on. I've got a big bill to pay at the weekend, guys, as well. Always makes me feel a bit ill when you have to pay a big bill. It is for a holiday though, so I have got to deal with that. Go on. At the weekend. Get that done and out of our lives, I think. And that is for the holiday to Orlando for September and October this year. Very much going to be coming up very quickly. We've obviously got the travel to series to Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, and also Cromer, and we'll be going to the outlets as well. So we've got 2 weeks of activities in August. Remember the travel series for Mallorca, where we all went, is already on the channel. Julian James went to the Netherlands on a European football tour. I did not go. So Orlando this year, it's just Julian and me for our 20-year wedding anniversary, gift to each other. Lots planned, lots planned, lots booked. That is going to be a busy week, I can assure you. And we'll bring you along as well. A week isn't long enough really, but we're going back next year for 2 weeks with James. And we'll be doing more of the parks. We're only doing Discovery Cove, SeaWorld and maybe Aquatica this time. But we've got the Universal tickets and the SeaWorld tickets booked for next year. Not doing Disney, bear in mind we did Disney last year, Euro Disney, so I'm not overly worried. Maybe as a little surprise, you may try and get a single day ticket for Hollywood Studios. I don't know. I'll see how we go. See what people think near the time. I would like to go because of the Star Wars land, but I'm not going to pay £1.5 for the Disney tickets just for that. Which is why I have found somewhere that does the Disney tickets, day tickets. They're still probably about 120, 130 quid each. But still clearly a lot less than £1.5 that you pay for the 14-day ticket. Anyway, that is a next year problem, not a this year problem. We did choose our seats though, for the flight going and coming back later on this year. So that's all done. You asked if you wanted to choose a meal, you then go to choose a meal. You just ask us, are you a vegetarian? So it doesn't actually give you the choice of what you're going to have, just are you a vegetarian or not? Seems crazy to even ask the question, really. It's a yes or no answer, really, isn't it? Are you a vegetarian? Do you have any allergies? Yes, no, very straightforward. Anyway. So we're going to be going into Azra's fourth and final field, isn't it? I think I feel more hot today, guys, actually. I've got one of these compression vest things on this morning. I'm giving it a try just to help with tone. But it's the first time I'm wearing it on a stroll. It only came yesterday. And yeah, I'm feeling quite leave it, Azra, it's just a pigeon. Oh, Feeling quite warm this morning. Come on, Azra, on this side. Good girl. Bear in mind, guys, she still hasn't been to the loo this morning. So this is quite extraordinary. From yesterday, obviously, she had a dodgy curry, didn't she, on Monday night? She didn't. But she went 3 times yesterday, which is very rare for her. So this morning, nothing. Go on. I reckon she went in the garden before we came out. So as I said to you, I think at the weekend all the goals now have come down in this field. I don't know when it'll be, the fair. It'll be, I reckon it's sometime in June, maybe, before the kids break up. I can't remember actually when it is. Come on, Ezra. Maybe I'll have to look into that. I know the summer fair is sometime in June, and I almost think it almost corresponds around the same sort of time. So I think I am right saying that. When the fair's here, guys, won't be able to come in here. Have to do the extension to the walk through the science park, which we actually did yesterday, and shock horror, security guard came the other way. Obviously, I didn't have the old camera all set up, so it was all right yesterday. But I have been questioned over there before. Why have you got a camera mounted to your chest and all that sort of thing? So I was actually quite relieved when we go through there in a minute. I literally just sort of walk straight through the sort of the spine of the place and get out because of that experience. But yesterday, obviously, it did extend. Azra, he just said good morning yesterday, didn't say much yesterday. I had my music on, to be fair, so even if he had said something, I wouldn't have heard him. Those noise cancelling headphones, they're pretty amazing, actually, I think. That I turned around, I didn't even notice Azra. Just bear with, guys. Azra has now decided to now let's got to sort that out. With the wind blowing right under the trees. Can I get the bag ready? There we go. Right. And we've got a handy poo bin right here. Right, onwards, my friends, onwards. So now on to the sort of the last sort of leg now of the stroll heading up towards the science park. Just make sure everything's still well with the live. It does have a point sometimes where it starts playing up. Right, go on, Azra. Go on, good cow. Haven't really spoken too much about it, guys, this morning. But again, it's always around this sort of point of the strike starts hurting the old Achilles again. Just wish it would feel better. Never stops me doing what I want to do, but it does hurt, I tell you. Okay, so we're going to be heading up now towards the science park and then wind our way back towards the high road that way. Again, if you're new, welcome. If you've been with us before, you'll know where we are. We have had quite a lovely stroll this morning, I think. Once the weather starts sort of improving like it has to, although we've had this sort of breeze, it's been fairly mild. And as I said at the beginning, I could quite easily have had my shorts on this morning. No one's been up for the geography game this morning. That's a shame. I say we are winding down now anyway, towards the end of the stroll. So again, I'm sure most of you that watch have been watching or are watching will know where we are now, but we are sort of getting towards the last bit of wooded area before we sort of make the turn towards home. I was just enjoying listening to the bird song actually, whilst there's not loads of people on. It's quite pleasant. The only thing missing, guys, from our stroll in the morning, and I mean this, is the seaside. I would love to be able just to walk a short distance and be on the beach or along the seafront, along top of the cliffs, whatever the scenario is. Just to hear the sea, I find it very, very relaxing. As relaxing as the bird song. So we do get one of the two. But you don't get the bird song on the coast, do you? You just get annoying seagulls. Anyway, when we do the Chroma week away in August, there will be a live stroll every morning. I've obviously got to still work it out. So the first one might be a little bit of a game. But thereafter, once I've got my bearings, we'll be having a nice either cliff or beach walk every morning. We're there. And I cannot wait. I think Azra and me will be pretty knackered. I think it's about 3.5 miles, the sort of circle that I found. But to be fair, we both need the exercise anyway, so. But this is what I was saying earlier on about the spine of the science park. This is exactly what we're now heading. We could have gone left or right where there. You can't do a right at the minute because it's shut off. But the left sort of takes you around the back, all these buildings and back round. But yeah, we're just going straight through this morning. Coming up for the 2 mile mark, which is what we always aim for every morning during the week, 2 to 3 miles. Go on, Azra, lead on. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wrap this one up. Have a great Wednesday. Remember, no live tomorrow. And we'll be back on Friday. Very, very hot Friday, apparently. Take it easy, guys.